So you wear them every day, or?
Yeah, I wear them just about every day. Yeah, and everybody makes fun of me and tells me that I'm being like a girl, but they work.
You actually are. He may be gay, I don't know.
Tim is a bit of an enigma in the 90 Day Fiancé universe. I had no idea what was going on when this all happened, and I still have no clue. These two probably had the least chemistry out of any couple I've ever seen on the show. You know what? Here's a list of all the couples that have more chemistry than these two. Rose and Big Ed, Danielle and Muhammad, Colt and Larissa, Colt and Debbie, Debbie and Larissa, Ben and Mahogany, Ben and that African dude that was catfishing him, Kimberly and Usman, Mike and Natalie, Ben and Mahogany, Mike and Jimena, Nicole and Azin, Big Ed and that monkey in the Philippines. Who else is left? Let's see here. Paul. That's a lot of couples though. You get the point. I know this one is old news. It happened a couple years ago, but there's no way I'm not going to talk about this at some point. So anyway, let's see what's going on here. Since this one's a bit older, I'm not going to give as much background as I normally would, but you know the deal. They're from different countries. They met online and now they're meeting in person and they're about to argue for 3 weeks.
I think you're beautiful, really.
Thank you. I like your style.
Thank you. Everybody makes fun of me back home.
Who cares?
It's not too feminine for you.
No, that's important for me.
Right now, Tim thinks he's nailing this, but wait like 30 seconds and she becomes one of those people that is making fun of him for being too feminine.
Men in my family are very jealous and overprotective. So you have to show my father that you are a strong man, like a man that gets his hands dirty. You want to impress me? I like a man like that.
I'm a manicure kind of guy, not a dirt under the fingernail kind of guy.
I love how she says all that, and then it cuts over to Tim, and the dude has the cleanest hands I've ever seen in my entire life. You could start a forest fire with the reflection of the light off his fingernails.
I'm a manicure kind of guy, not a dirt under the fingernail kind of guy.
What?
She was physically taken aback when he said that. She couldn't believe that at all.
That's because you're a pussy.
Oh god, that was rough. This is not a good way to start off. And she was just saying, oh, who cares about those people that make fun of you? Don't listen to them. And now here she is, making fun of him. And it only took like 2 minutes. Did they not have this conversation at all prior to him coming here? She says her father needs to see that Tim is a hardworking guy that isn't afraid to get his hands dirty, and she chooses a guy that has literally never seen dirt.
It's not that I'm a pussy, it's just...
That will be like a shame for my family. Like, who is him, a girl or what?
It's not too feminine for you.
No, that's important for me.
So I guess she draws the line at the fingernails. She was cool with everything else up until that point. She liked his style, you know, and then she looked down and got blinded. At this point, it's very obvious that they are completely incompatible, and now she's just straight up roasting him and making fun of him. And I don't think it's feminine. I think Tim just has his own style going on, you know? I don't really know what was going on here necessarily, but I think it's pretty rude and unfair of her to insult him in that way when Tim didn't do anything wrong. They're just very incompatible. But to be a little bit fair to her, Tim is not really helping his case. They go back to the hotel and she literally says she wants a man to conquer her, and then Tim whips out a bag of beauty products and he just starts going to town, and she's like, I thought we were gonna, you know, and he's like, nah, I'd rather just do this.
Probably better if you clean everything off your eyes.
This is not what I expected. I'm used to another kind of man. My ex is also different from Tim.
Many times over the course of his visit, she mentions that he is not the type of guy that she's usually with and that she's used to a different kind of guy and blah blah. Well, guess what? Tim is not that kind of guy. He's not the type of guy you're gonna go scuba diving with or skydiving or any kind of diving you're not gonna do. I think she wanted some big strong guy to just fly down and sweep her off her feet, but instead she got Tim in his nice clothes and his Gucci vape pen.
It's like I have a girlfriend with me because he wants to put me like these beauty tips and all over my face, and it felt really strange to me to see a man like that.
So in the restaurant, I think she was just being rude, but at this point, there is certainly some grounds for what she's saying. I could understand why she feels like she has a girlfriend now. Even Tim himself acknowledges that it's a little weird. But if he's a manicure kind of guy and she doesn't like that, he shouldn't change who he is. He should just find someone that does.
The face masks are very odd, especially for a man to wear. I mean, I'm aware of that, but it was just a way to get physical with her. I wasn't really expecting more from it, but you never know. I mean, you don't know until you try.
Wait, so this was a way for you to make things physical? I think she just wanted you to get physical. She said she wanted someone to conquer her, and you're like, oh, I got the perfect idea. I understand that Tim doesn't want to move too fast, but I think she very quickly starts to think that maybe he's not actually into her. I think it takes him halfway through their trip to make any move on her whatsoever, like even to just kiss her.
He's quite feminine, definitely. I can see that. I don't know. I just hope he is really like strong in other ways.
Oh, trust me, he's strong in other ways, and you're gonna find that out. He may be a manicure kind of guy, but he's not afraid to get his pump on.
Because I think that he may not have that passion that sometimes Latins want.
Oh, I've waited so long for this. I cannot believe we're finally with each other.
So much passion. Waited so long for this. I cannot believe we're finally with each other. Well, I better hit the hay.
I mean, baby, it's been such a long day, and I'm so comfortable. Like, why don't you just stay?
Yeah.
I'll behave, I promise.
And she's like, no, dude, don't behave. That is not what I... All right, you know what? You're not getting this.
It's been a long night.
It's very strange to me that he doesn't even try to kiss me. To win my heart, he needs to show me more because he's taking himself to the friend zone.
Tim has got to be the first guy in the show who is deliberately driving himself into the friend zone. I understand that he wants to take things slow, but he's taking things so slow that she's starting to think that he's not interested. So the next scene we're going to take a look at is iconic. They go to this really cool place together, and she's all excited, showing him around, and it shows him, and he's like,
We are almost there. Don't complain more, please. Let's try this.
What is it?
What is it?
This is a swing.
Even before you hear his answer, this dude is clearly miserable here. He doesn't want to be here at all. And she seems like the kind of person that wants to be adventurous and go do all these cool things in these cool places. And he's just over here like, And he's already made it very clear to her that he's afraid of heights and won't do anything related to heights, and she brought him here to do this. I think just so he would say no and she could roast him. And to be honest, I just end up feeling bad for both of them in this situation because she doesn't have anybody to ride the swing with because he won't do it, and she embarrasses the guy.
No.
Alright, time, baby. Don't be too pussy.
I'm not doing that, no.
Oh man, that is something you don't want to hear from your girlfriend. That is for sure. But it's not fair at all because he already told her he's afraid of heights, and everyone's afraid of different shit. I mean, I would do this, but if you bring a giant spider near me, I'm probably gonna freak out.
It's for two persons, so I won't be able to do it.
Sorry.
You have to do it with me.
I'm not doing it.
Do it.
I'm not doing it.
Do it.
No. Do it. I'm not doing it.
So Tim makes it pretty clear that he's not going to do it. But does that stop her from roasting him for another 5 minutes?
I can't believe it, Tim.
Nah, I don't do heights.
Are you joking with me?
Everything else, I'm not doing this.
Do it.
Nah. Sorry.
Why are you like that?
Because it
Why are you
scares me.
acting like that?
It
You don't
scares
share
me.
I feel bad for the dude behind the counter who just has to stand there awkwardly while this all happens.
new things with me. I mean, I'm trying to make you happy, to show you something beautiful, and you don't enjoy it.
I mean, I can think of a lot of other...
Not even the parrots, man. Like, you are not enjoying anything here.
Even though she's being kind of rude, I understand where both of them are coming from. They're just completely different people. It's not gonna work. She brings you to this really amazing place, and all you do is mope around with your Gucci vape. You're not enjoying anything. You're not even trying to look like you're enjoying anything at all. And what do you want the guy to do? Just change his fear of heights magically, and you're gonna do that by insulting him?
So it will be dangerous for me if I do it alone. Don't you care?
I'm not doing it.
You don't care.
At this point, Tim gets out his Gucci vape pen and begins to suck on it in order to establish dominance in this conversation.
Are you too coward
I'm too coward.
for that?
I am.
Maybe you're not the right for me.
Maybe.
You're too pussy for everything. I mean, what do you enjoy?
I told you I'm a manicure kind of guy, and you bring me here and expect me to hop on this swing of death? What am I, a goddamn stuntman? Is that what you want me to be? What are you looking for, a husband or Evil Knievel? Let's go to the spa. What are we doing?
I'm feeling underappreciated, and it's making me just angry.
Too coward to live, too coward to walk, too coward to feel, to see, to enjoy, too coward for everything.
At this point, I think they should just throw in the towel, and I haven't even talked about all the other weird stuff about their relationship. If I remember correctly, Tim was very close with one of his ex-girlfriends still at this point, and in fact said that he loved her. Supposedly in a platonic way, but he also helps take care of her child, and I think I remember at one point him saying they're even like a little family together. Also, Tim had been to Colombia multiple times before this already because he has an ex-girlfriend from Colombia, and he didn't tell any of this to Jennifer until he got here. At some point, they actually go to a spa, and Tim is back in his element again, and then there was some shit going on with a ring. Like, he got her a ring that was originally for his ex-girlfriend, and then he gave it to her, and then he told her that, and then she like threw the ring out at her. I don't know. And then Tim gets a text from his ex-girlfriend, and he tells Jennifer about it, and then that's a whole thing.
Do you really just keep talking with your exes?
No, I didn't. She texted me.
You mentioned that you met a lot of Latin girls, but I didn't knew it was from Colombia and it was your last girlfriend. Are you trying to replace or what?
I don't even know what's happening. I don't know why either of them are trying at this point. You know, they don't get along at all as it is, and then you add all this stuff on top of it.
I need to see the texting.
All that says is all.
I need to see it. You have her like mommy?
That was her nickname. I just never.
Real Tim?
At this point, I think Tim is just Timming his way through the rest of this trip. I don't really know if he's invested in it anymore at all. They have a couple nice moments, like eventually he does kiss her, and that's nice and everything. But mostly, they just find out how different they are from each other and argue.
I just never changed it. That's what I called her when we were together.
I don't care. Why didn't you change that? And you're here with me? Like doing what? Playing or what?
I don't know why you care. I mean, we're having like...
Someone should count how many times a drink has been thrown in someone's face on these shows.
I can't believe you fell asleep so quickly last night. I was hoping something else could happen.
No, me too, but I mean, we had a very long day, you know? Really just, I'm tired.
Okay.
What is happening, dude? That is clearly an excuse. If you want to take things slow, you should just tell her that straight up instead of giving her a really obvious excuse. And guess what? The last night that he is there, she falls asleep early, and the next morning he's all like annoyed and pouty because he wanted to do it last night and she fell asleep too early. And I'm actually not kidding at all. That is something that really happened. He was there for like 3 weeks. He had plenty of opportunities to make a move where she clearly wanted him to and he didn't, and then he complains that it didn't happen the last night.
He laid in the bed, and when I saw him, he was like 5 minutes later. It makes me feel like I'm a night pretty for you, what's going on? Like, I didn't expect that.
And this is why I said in the beginning that I have no idea what's going on here. Does he really want to take things slow? Like, is he just not into her? I cannot tell. I don't even know how these two got this far anyway. What did they have in common that they were able to talk to each other for like 8 months online? At least, I don't know how. It was a pretty long time, I think. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. So I hope you enjoyed the little throwback episode. I think after that trip, that was pretty much the end for these two. And I think most people know that. Jennifer is with Jesse now. And Tim is just, you know, he's just being Tim. I don't really know what he's up to. I think he's on like Pillow Talk or one of those other spin-off ones, but I don't really watch those. That one's for the real hardcore fans because you're watching the show again. You're just watching them react to it. But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, so I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I will hopefully see you in the next one.
It sucks.